Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Pucks, Pitches, and Pigskins. I am Bryson Betts, joined by, once again, Drake Varley. Drake, how we doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing well. I'm over the Jays loss now, I think.
Yeah,
It's gotten to that
100%.
point where we're doing better, so that's not, just living in my brain constantly. In terms of what's in the docket for today's show, we're going to switch up the order a little bit. Baseball is kind of on the back burner now, just like how we started with baseball. We're now going to move to football on the front burner just because we're in mid-season, kind of approaching playoffs. Then we'll go to NHL, and then we'll do some like MLB free agency talk kind of towards the end of the show. Just like how we put NHL on the back burner once we started, obviously. So
Yeah.
that's just kind of what's new for us. You can follow us on social media, Instagram at Pucks, Pitches, Pigskins Pod. And then we have created a YouTube page as well, in which you can subscribe to. We're going to start uploading all the MP4 files to the podcast up on there. Where do you want to start with NHL? Do you want to do your little weekly Leafs rant or?
They played last night, then they looked solid, I guess, last night. An overtime win against St. Louis isn't really the best outcome that you would have, but
You guys are down some players, so wasn't your full roster.
7 regulars are out right now. But still, even the call-ups of the waiver claim of Troy Stetcher, we called up I don't know how to say his name, but we have basically half our team is the Toronto Marlies, and we barely beat St. Louis. It took into overtime to do it, and Nylander scored a disgusting goal to make it happen, and Tavares made a beautiful effort with 3 guys on him. All 3 guys on the 3-on-3 were on him. Tavares kicks it out to Riley dishes it to Nylander, and Nylander buries it to win the game. But the Leafs look pretty okay, in the first 2 periods. The third, St. Louis kind of pushed the offensive tempo, but I don't really got much optimism right now in Leafs land. Losing 5 of your last 6 is just not an ideal November start, especially November is such a critical month for hockey. If you have a really good November, you set yourself up for a really good season. And the Leafs usually play good in November. They are one of the best teams in NHL in November in previous years. And it's a different team, right? They're still trying to mesh, and with the injuries, it's not helping the chemistry in the room because a bunch of new guys are coming up, and you got to help them out. But in terms of just the team itself, they look good. They look okay. Considering they are now considering the Buffalo Sabres are not the only team in the East below 500, I'm pretty sure we could say 9-9-2 isn't a bad start.
Yeah, usually don't want to be in company with the Buffalo Sabres if it's anything to do with hockey. Quick blip, I realized I said football, then hockey. We're going to go hockey and keep football in the middle. So
Okay.
yeah, just my bad on that call. NHL. We're starting to see kind of what teams are. Did you see the Rantanen hit last night?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Who was it on? It was on someone from the Islanders. I think Romanov. He just got absolutely, it was right on the numbers, face first into the boards. Patrick Roy, the Islanders coach, was, fuming over it. It was a dirty hit, though.
Yeah.
It was not clean. It's, they say you got to avoid the numbers. If you see the numbers near the boards, you kind of want to avoid it.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, it's just, Rantanen's not usually that kind of a player either.
No, that's not really his game. And Roy, because where was it, Colorado? Patrick Roy was there for a bit.
Yeah.
He said, that's not Mikko's game. It's not Rantanen's game. He knows him.
Yeah.
And
that's, I don't know. It's just maybe, I can't say it's a hockey play because it's not, a hockey play, but it happens. And, he's not going to get fined for it or anything because he's not.
No, they've already said they're not suspending him this morning.
He's not a repeat offender, right? It's not like it's Tom Wilson doing it.
Yeah. If it's Tom Wilson or Marchand or Sam Bennett or something like that,
they're done.
Then they're probably getting a couple games, but yeah, no repeat history.
I don't know if you have seen this or not, but in the Metro, there is a 7-point difference between last place and first place.
Yeah, it's crazy. I saw last night, I was watching a bit of the Leafs game. They said this year in the NHL, it's 28% of games have gone to overtime, and that's the most since the NFL or since the NHL brought in overtime, which is absurd.
It's been a lot of close standings, and it's very entertaining when the standings are this close.
Yeah, and that makes sense because they're that's why the standings are so conjunct right now. And I was okay, that actually makes a lot of sense, right? If there's a ton of overtime games, that's why every team is it feels like every team's kind of right there. The Leafs have had this rocky, slow start, and they're not that far out of the picture.
No. Even I mean, like if you look at the West, like the West is a little less, a little less. How do I say this? Like equal. Like
Yeah.
it's pretty. You could tell who the top teams are in the West. Like Anaheim being really good at the gate, like that they're gonna fall off eventually. Like they're too young to keep that pace going.
I do think they're a playoff team though.
I think they're a playoff
I think
team.
they'll sneak in
I
somewhere.
just first place in the division. I don't think they have.
Yeah, that I can see that not hanging on to, but I do think Anaheim's a playoff team.
Yeah, like I don't know. I'm gonna say it. I think the Oils missed the playoffs. Like their goal differential is a -12 right now. Like they're not keeping a puck out on that, and they're not scoring.
Dude, we said you don't want to be accompanied with the Sabres. The Oilers played the Sabres the other day, and if you're getting burned by the Sabres, you know the stuff's going rocky. Like Oilers pulled their
Nice
goalie, 'cause they
save.
were down like 4-1 or something.
Yeah,
And the play-by-play cut off the color commentator. He's like, "Hey, don't mean to cut you off, but the net's empty for the Oilers." And then the guy goes, "Well, it's been empty all night." Basically taking a shot at Stu Skinner, which rightfully so. He's not a great goalie. Edmonton,
overpaid system goalie. For
yeah,
sure.
well, not even like he's bad in the system. Like he's puts up okay numbers because the Oilers win games and
He was
outscore
really
their-
good in Travis Green's system when he was the coach of the Oilers.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, man. Did they get a goalie at the deadline? Feels like teams have been. Feel like we've been saying that for a couple years now, and they just haven't made any moves.
I think Edmonton, like we all know, like with McDavid taking that bridge deal, that it's kind of now or never for this group.
Yeah,
And I think Edmonton is going to make a move mid-season, not even deadline, mid-season to get that to get another goaltender in there. Like, remember they tried with Jack Campbell, and Jack Campbell
yeah, it's not
played
they
like crap.
They
And
tried to shell out money, and that didn't work.
they've overpaid Skinner again, and it looks like he's probably, I'm not gonna say he's gonna be AHL level talent yet because he can still make a little bit of saves, but definitely backup level. But I don't know what goalies would you even say are on the market right now for trade.
I genuinely have no idea. I mean, even 2.6 feels like an overpay.
Yeah. Like he's not getting paid drastically, but like I think for a goaltender who has a sub 900,
Yeah, and it feels like every year he's got a sub 900, at
Yeah.
least in the regular, even the playoffs. I feel like
I don't get how they win games in the playoffs with him in that. Like I
know.
seriously don't.
Like a win away from the cup and 2 wins away from the cup, and if you just had a goal, you probably win at least one of
Yeah.
those.
That's kind of like the old traditional saying for hockey is a good goalie. You can't win a cup without a good goalie.
Yeah, because a goalie can usually steal 1 or 2 games in the
Yeah.
playoffs for you, and those 1 or 2 games can make all the difference. You don't think of it as much, but you only have to win 16. If you can steal 2 of them, goes a long way.
And I think one thing teams forget in the playoffs, like I don't know, look at Matt Murray for you guys, like
Goat.
goat, but like wasn't you kind of just like he came in hot in the playoffs and you guys just kind of ran with him.
Yeah,
Even with the injury to Fleury, I feel like you guys would have ran with him in 2017
yeah.
because Flower isn't a great playoff goalie.
He's up and down. Either plays really well or just was terrible.
Yeah, so like, but Murray was consistent in both of your runs that he played in, and
Yeah,
like it
he
was
was.
like, like obviously Matt, like now he's a backup for the Seattle Kraken, but like
He's actually playing pretty well.
he's playing pretty good. I think he's earned the starting job over there over the cord, but like, it's just like some teams forget that goalies can have very hot stretches. And if you don't, like, for instance, the Leafs, when we had Dennis Hill to be up in his rookie season, he was going crazy in the playoffs, and we didn't run with him. We ran with Joseph Wool the next game. And Wool didn't play great. And, like,
Yeah.
even the same thing with, I mean, last year at the Leafs, like, it was injury caused, but a hot goaltender gets hurt. You're putting in a goaltender who's nice and cold. And it doesn't work, right? Like, I don't know. You got to run with your hot goalie in the playoffs, and teams don't do that. And Edmonton
Yeah.
needs a hot goalie for sure. Call up
Matt
somebody.
Murray turning back the clock. 221 GAA, 922 save percentage. Turning back the clock a little bit, and somehow he's winless in 5 starts. Those numbers, which is kind of the craziest part about that. But yeah, there's something I was gonna say. I forgot what it was, but
Like, I don't know, man. Matt, when he was with the Leafs, like he kind of looked. He really looked solid, right? Like in some games he looked great, in some games he didn't. And then I don't know, like even with his stint, nope, That's a different Matt Murray. I was gonna say even his stint in Dallas, but
You're thinking of the other goalie, Matt Murray.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the other Matt
Two
Murray.
goalies, both with the exact same name.
Yeah. There's a lot to like about Murray's game for Seattle, but like I don't know. Edmonton needs a goalie, and I feel like they're not gonna go within a division to get a goalie. You know?
No, you don't really trade within division. That's kind of just a thing among all sports. It's pretty rare. That's why when the Browns would trade Flacco to the Bengals, it was a weird thing.
That was a weird thing.
Giving your divisional opponent a starting quarterback was weird, but
all around though, what would you say like in a range of what should Edmonton give up in order to get a good goalie? Like what would you say would be?
You're playing with McDavid's fire. Like if you don't do anything over the next 2-3 years, he's gone. So
yeah.
What does draft capital really matter to you at that point? Like if you want to go all in and give like, I don't know what a first round pick would, but even if you have to give up a first and a player or like a
goalie market's weird because you have to really overpay.
Yeah,
to get a really
which like
goalie.
Makes sense. I don't even know any viable options. Like, is there any teams with like 2 decent goalies that?
I think if anyone's gonna make a trade for their goalie, I think Jonathan Quick gets traded because he's an elite backup.
He's had pretty good numbers with the Rangers as a backup. The only thing is that's just like
that's a patch up.
He might retire. Yeah, that's not a stopgap for years to come.
It's just a patch up for 1 year. But I feel like if McDavid wins 1 cup in Edmonton, like he signs that nice shiny 8-year extension for like $25 million a year.
I agree with you. Wow, this is crazy. The Atlantic Division, the best plus minus is a +3 with the Lightning, and the worst is a -9. Like everything is so bunched up.
Tight.
That's insane. Like even What did you say?
Metros.
Both divisions are. The Capitals are in last place in the Metro, and they're over NHL 500. They're 9-8-2. Like that's kind of unheard of.
Yeah.
Everything is so bunched up. It's ridiculous.
I really hope that this kind of stay. I know it's not going to, but I really hope it does stay because this is entertaining hockey to watch when the standings
like
are
if
neck
it came
and
down
neck.
to a stretch like this, like you would have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm really holding out hope that my Penguins can like be relevant the last month of the season. I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Even if we miss, like, just make it fun to watch. As much as I wanted Gavin McKenna, I think we've kind of put up numbers that probably we won't be there now. Like we're not going to be bottom feeders with the start we got off to. I don't think. Usually,
I think if anyone is getting Gavin McKenna, it's going to be those poor Calgary Flames.
Yeah, things are rough out there for them.
They are. I don't even think it's a player issue. I just think like coaching wise, and locker room wise, like that's the issue. Like they don't mesh as a team. I've watched them play. Like they're turning the puck over. They're not like. There's a lot of arguing on the bench, like they're not being like a team, and I think like that's really one of the most important things is you're seeing it too with the Leafs. Like the Leafs are not playing like a team.
Yeah. Mentioning Calgary, I remember even like was their goalie, is it Derek Wolf? Is that his name?
Dustin Wolf.
He came at like to the reporters because this is when they were on like a huge losing streak and they weren't scoring at all. Like even he was like he's like, well, I can't put the puck in the net because he was kind of doing his job. Like. Mm-hmm. Usually when teams start doing that and they're calling out other parts of their team, that's when things are like, they're getting a little rocky here.
Yeah.
Relationships getting a little rocky.
Can't be calling out your teammates on the press, though. Like, that's just kind of... Like, there's a difference between firing your teammates up from calling them out and just going like, hey, like, you can't score, you can't win games. Like, that's kind of just... You're not singling out one player, you're singling out the entire team. And that's kind of just a no bueno situation for a locker room. Like,
yeah, you never really want to do that.
For you, who's your front runner for Cup?
I mean, how do you not say Colorado? Right?
Yeah,
they have one regulation loss in 19 games. Holy.
Last 10, they're 8-0-2.
Yeah, and like, 6-game winning streak. Like they look.
They are pretty damn good.
And Scott Wedgwood is now their starting goaltender.
Yeah.
Like, where did that come from?
Mackenzie
Blackwood was supposed to be the guy. He's now the backup, not playing a ton.
Blackwood was supposed to be on Team Canada this year. Like
he was one of the viable options, which. We'll talk about goalies in a second here for Team Canada.
Yeah, that was
not great.
Not great, especially considering Jordan Binnington is probably going to be your starter.
He's going to be the starter.
Yeah.
Which, like, I guess, because he won the Four Nations and played pretty good. But he has like a 860 this year.
I don't
If
know.
that's something you want to rely on.
Yeah, I don't know. I was saying to a few people, like, he's a great goalie when in big games, but in
True.
terms of just overall longevity of his game, like, he is not a good goalie long term.
Yeah. I don't know. I saw one argument saying, like, if he wins Olympic gold with Canada, is he Hockey Hall of Fame worthy? Which is weird because, like,
Well, he's won a cup.
Yeah, his stats wouldn't say so, but, like, his accolades
Yeah.
probably would. With
But
the
knowing-
Four Nations. And
Knowing how the hall works, he'll probably get in there.
Yeah, it's the easiest sport, I feel like, or in terms of, like, putting people in.
Yeah.
It's definitely, you don't have to be some perennial Wayne Gretzky or Mario Lemieux to get in
Yeah.
there.
Did you see Jumbo's obviously in the hall now?
Yes, I did see that. Nice little moment there with his family and his kids.
Yeah. I can't believe that guy didn't win a cup, man. He deserved a cup.
Did he? Did he get to any other ones? 2016 against with San Jose against Pittsburgh.
And he went with Florida when they lost to Vegas.
Oh, was he on that team?
I think so. I think he
Okay.
played that late. Because I remember he was on the Leafs in the COVID years.
Yeah. Yeah, I think West, Calgary. Yeah, Calgary's the best team in the West. No, Colorado and Vegas, I think, kind of look like the two top dogs right now.
Yeah.
The East, I mean, the East is so bunched up. It is tough to, like, Carolina's always going to be there. I'd put them up there. Tampa, I don't know. Everything's bunched up.
Yeah. I think, like, if teams are going to be kind of, like, going into the lottery, like, no one, even if they're in a playoff spot, but they're not, like, if the standings stay like this, it's going to be a pretty boring deadline because nobody's going to want to move a first-round pick and then miss the playoffs and miss out on McKenna.
Yeah, everything. Well, if everything's bunched up, there's less teams that are going to be selling too.
Yeah.
So it could be interesting. I mean, eventually you'll start to see a bit more separation.
Yeah.
But I mean, right now, just the Eastern Conference is just
Like,
a
what?
logjam.
Why are the Sharks 7-2-1 in their last 10?
They've been playing good hockey too. Like
Chicago's
above
looking
500.
good. Like,
the Sharks and the Blackhawks are both above NHL 500. So is Anaheim. Like
it's a new era.
Pittsburgh, all these teams you thought that were going to be like bad have not been that bad.
Yeah, like, I don't know. It's kind of nice to see I'm not a big Bruins guy, but it's kind of nice to see them kind of revive.
There's another one.
Like, Detroit's playing. Like, Detroit leads the division right now, and that's a team you never really like. They're good, but you never thought that they were going to take that next jump, and they have. Tampa Bay's looked really good in the last couple of weeks. Like, they're looking like Tampa Bay again.
Yeah.
Ottawa's looked pretty good. Like, the entire... I can't say the entire Atlantic Division because the Leafs and Sabres have both looked god-awful. But, like, it's tight, and I really like that. Like, even in scoring race, like, if you look at the numbers for scoring race, like, it's so tight. I know McKenna leads right now in terms of draft pick. I know McKenna leads the NCAA in points as a rookie NCAA player, which is insane.
All right, I'm back in on Tank for McKenna.
You're back in on Tank from. Well, I mean, dude, he's playing against grown men at the age of 18.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you could lead. First of all, he led the CHL in points last year. Now he's leading NCAA in points. Like, once this guy makes the jump to the NHL, it's gonna be insane.
Yeah, I think he's gonna. I mean, like you saw with Bedard, took him a couple years to get kind of situated, and now he's looking like the guy everybody kind of thought he'd be drafted to be.
This is a pretty deep draft class this year too. I don't know if you've watched much OHL hockey or junior hockey. The guys who did stay in junior hockey trying to get drafted look pretty good. Like, there's a guy on Windsor, and his name Ethan Belchett, something like that. He's from North York, Ontario. Massive guy, like 6'6", like huge human being. Like, that guy would destroy you on the ice.
Destroy you, maybe not me, but
all right. But no, he's gonna be like a top 5 pick for sure, and he's really good. In terms of just junior hockey, did you see that the Generals finally broke their losing streak?
Big 1-0 win,
big
which is weird in the OHL.
Yeah,
1-0 in the O, that like never happens.
Usually you see like a nice 6-7 score, 7-6 score, and then like, I don't know, lots of high scoring games in the OHL. Also, I don't know if you've seen. Did you see the clip of that Brampton player just two-handing the Gens player in the back of the head twice?
No, but suspension. Usually OHL is like I mean, you could suspend him for a slew foot in the OHL.
Probably indefinite suspension. Like, won't be in the OHL anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will do it. All right, quickly, your 2 goalies for Team Canada. Who are they?
Right now, it's looking. I'm gonna go Binghamton and Scott Wedgwood.
I think it'll be Bennington and Logan Thompson.
I forgot about Thompson. He's been pretty
I think
good.
he should be the starter, to
Absolutely.
be honest, based on last year and this year. But
it's the same coach from Four Nations. It's still John Cooper.
yeah, it'll probably be that same staff.
Yeah.
And Bruce Cassidy and that same staff is what I would imagine.
Just a note, last time Olympic hockey was played with NHL players, Mike Babcock was the head coach of Team Canada.
That would have been, what, 20... What are we now? 2025? Like,
it would have been 2014 in Sochi.
Jeez. It's been a while.
Yeah. Canada won gold, but it was not easy.
Yeah. Well, now they have that new agreement where they're going to be either the Olympics or, like, there's only going to be an all-star game. What is it, like one every 4 years or something now? Like, I think that's good for hockey.
Yeah. Yeah, the all-star game got boring.
Yeah, it's not even worth watching anymore. The what the Four Nations did for hockey last year was big.
Yeah.
Like, it got a lot of global attention, more than hockey usually does.
It made the NHL a lot of money.
It did.
A lot of
money. It was like the
money.
best idea they've ever had. All right, I'm good on the hockey front.
So
Unless you
am
got
I.
anything to add? All
No.
right. We'll take a quick break here. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, I was going to say, I'm so ready to talk about Shadur Sanders getting his house broken into while he was playing.
Yeah, well, he was terrible on the field, too. So we'll get to that. We're going to take a short break. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube and Instagram at Pucks, Pitches, Pigskins Pod and at DCSA Media Hub for Riot Radio. We're going to take a short music break, and then we'll be back to talk some football. All right, welcome back to Pucks, Pitches, and Pigskins. I'm your host once again, Bryson Betts, joined by Drake Varley. It's time for our football segment. Playoff picture's starting to take form a little bit. You're starting to see who is going to be right there at the end of the season, kind of fighting for those berths. You had some quarterback changes this week. You just want to start there because you kind of let off with it?
Yeah, like Shadur Sanders got into the game, and
that was horrible. One of the worst statistics starts, which I love as a Steelers fan. Like, the Browns missed on probably another quarterback.
I really was cracking myself up seeing your text in that group chat.
Yeah, did you see his stat line?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
4 of 16, 40 yards, an interception, and a fumble. Like,
so not only did he play a terrible game on the field, bro goes home and realizes that $200,000 of stuff has been stolen from his house while he makes his NFL debut.
Yeah, you're playing for the Browns. You have a terrible NFL debut and your home gets broken into. That's not ideal.
It's a bad day for Shadur Sanders.
It's a very bad day.
It's okay. Dion's definitely got the insurance on that one for sure.
Yeah, you would think so with the money that family has, but yeah, the playoff picture is really starting to come into form. I mean, division leaders right now, we got the Patriots at 9-2, the Steelers at 6-4. Don't know if that one will last, but the Colts at 8-2.
Yes.
The Broncos at 9-2. And
I don't know how the Broncos beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Don't know how that happened.
I still think they're frauds. It's a good win for them, and it removed my doubt a little bit, but I have one fraud from the AFC, and then I'll get to my fraud in the NFC. But the Eagles are 8-2. They're leading the NFC East. The Bears are 7-3, which that one's surprising.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll stay there. I'll say it now. They're my fraud in the NFC.
I don't know. I think the Packers are my fraud.
Both of them. I think the Lions still might end up winning that division, even though they're out of the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
The playoff picture, which is crazy to say, but the Bears are, I don't know how they're 7-3. They beat these bad teams at the very last second on field goals. I don't know if that can last. excuse me, the Bucks are 6-4. They lead the NFC South. The Panthers are only a half game back of them right now.
Yeah. I don't know how, but
I don't know how either. But
they're there. Like they wow. I don't know how we're about to see Carolina Panther football in January, like potentially.
I don't think we will.
No.
But
I think the Bucks got to get it together, though, man.
the Panthers are minus 42 point differential.
Oh,
And
gosh.
they're still above 500. So, and then the NFC West, that's a good division. That one's tight. The Rams are 8-2, Seahawks 7-3, Niners 7-4. So that one should be tight down the stretch. That was actually one of the better games of the.
I'm not going to lie to you. Speaking of the Niners, okay? Remember how I made that trade for Taylor? I think that
Jonathan
trade,
Taylor?
yeah. I think if Biram ends up making that finals and I make that final, I think that trade's going to blow up in my face. Because Kittle played really good last week.
Oh, who's your tight end?
Well, right now it's Evan Ingram because Laporta's on IR.
Oh yeah, he's might be gone for the rest of the regular season.
Yes, and probably that's the rest of our season pretty much. Like he's
playoffs
toast.
doesn't matter.
So like, I don't know. It's gonna be a tough battle for me to get there. But big calls by you.
Yeah, Michael Wilson. You're
Only
welcome.
reason I won that week.
Dude, Marco came in. He's like, "How did this guy pick up Michael Wilson?" I was like, "He's
I
just
don't
got
know.
ball knowledge." And then I told Abiram because Abiram was like, I saw that. I was like, "Oh, that's a weird pickup," and he drops 33. Like, quick self flex. I'm in 4 fantasy leagues. I'm 10-1, 8-3, and then 7-4 in the other 2. Like, that's pretty consistent if you ask me.
Are they all for money except for ours? Is ours for money?
No, I wish it was, but I don't know. Nobody paid last year when I won, so you did. Shout out you. So
Yeah. See, I gave you what was it, 20?
yeah, I think it was $20.
$20.
All right, let's get to some of the games from this week. I want to start with Seahawks Rams because the Seahawks still it came down to missing a field goal in that game, and that was in spite of Sam Darnold throwing 4 interceptions. So, I mean, they were right there. They outgained them. Like I think the yardage was like a 2-to-1 ratio type thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a game they should have won, and 4 interceptions from Sam Darnold. He's a lot of games like that, and he's catching some flack for people for it.
Yeah. Before we also get into game picks, Grey Cup finished on Sunday. I wasn't watching the Grey Cup, but
I didn't watch a minute of it, if I'm being honest.
Riders won. Shout out Jim Corbin.
Yeah.
Big Riders guy.
Big Riders fan. It's the second week in a row he's been mentioned with the Bruins
Oh
shout out
my-
last week.
This guy must be just jumping for joy.
Yeah, except the Titans. That's the rough
Yeah,
one, but
that's tough.
that was expected though.
Yeah, they're I don't know. I don't think Cam Ward's the generational talent everyone says he is.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
And I know it's like he doesn't have anything around him, but or
you gotta
no
let
O-line.
quarterbacks build in the system for a little bit, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
But a game I really want to highlight was where was it? Was Cowboys Raiders. Like I know it's like why are you highlighting that game? But honestly, the Cowboys looked pretty competent. And I mean, I know it's against a Raiders team that's like dog, but like
That would be an understatement, but sure.
but like they actually looked competent. Like they looked like they knew what they were doing.
I think everybody looks that way. against
No,
the
not the
Raiders.
Patriots. The Patriots lost. Look at them. They're 9-2.
If the Patriots played the Raiders right now, it'd be like this. Yeah, I don't. That's baffling that the Patriots lost that game.
Dak Prescott looks pretty good, man.
He does. Once again, thank you for dropping him. Thank you.
I don't need him. I have Danny Dimes and Baker Mayfield.
I think I have Stafford too. His quarterback ranked like 3, both waiver wire pickups. So
You're chilling.
yeah, Weird that you want to highlight Dallas.
Hey.
Neither team's making
Hey.
the playoffs. Dallas isn't making it either. But
You don't think Dallas is going to find a way to get a second half resurgence?
no, I think it's a 7 seed right now, 6-3-1. Like the Cowboys basically they can afford one more loss, I would say. And you know their schedule the next 3 weeks. It's Philly, Kansas City, Detroit. So good luck with that.
It's really going to be do or die for those Cowboys.
Yeah, they're not. I'm confident saying they're not making the playoffs. I would bet my bottom dollar on that.
Yeah, you bet your bottom dollar last
If
night.
anything, the storyline out of that was CD and George Pickens. They both sat on the bench the first
Yeah.
series of the game. I mean, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. They're probably out late. I don't know, either drinking, gambling,
Both.
something of that fashion. But yeah, they both, and then it didn't seem to be a big deal because the coach was over there like hugging them both, and they both went crazy. Man, trading George
Hungover
Pickens.
game.
Yeah. Trading George Pickens he's so good. I hate the trade more and more as each week goes by.
Just give it like 8 years. I'm telling you, it's Antonio Brown 2.0.
Yeah, it was an attitude problem. It was never a talent issue. That's the thing. People are like, oh, I don't know why they knew he was talented. It was never a talent issue. It was they weren't willing to give an extension to him for that amount of money with his attitude.
Well,
So
when
they just
bro
moved
gets
off the
drafted
contract.
with a shiesty on,
That iconic draft photo, right?
like, I don't know, there's definitely a screw. Not so tight on him for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know, that Bears Vikings game. That's like the Bears just snuck it out every week. The Bears and the Broncos. It seems they
Somehow
squeak
win.
out a 3-point win by a field goal late in the game. So I don't know how I feel about those two teams. I think they could both be early playoff exits.
Yeah.
Chicago, like they have a tough schedule. I could see them still missing, even though they're 7-3. They have Pittsburgh, who like they're still 6-4 at the end of the day. They have I think they have Green Bay twice. They played Detroit again. Like it's not easy for them.
Yeah. Yeah, like I agree. Like I don't really like think the Bears are gonna be a playoff team by the end of it. Like
I could see it.
Like
I could see them winning one, maybe two more games.
yeah.
Well, they should win at least two more games, but I don't know if 9-8 gets you in.
But look at
in
their
the
road
next
record.
year.
They're 4-2 on the road.
Yeah.
Like that's hard to do in the NFL. Most teams who win on the road like make playoffs, right? And do good playoffs like
Yeah, winning. That's one of the things in the NFL is like no matter who the team is, if you win on the road, it's a good win.
yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge because it's really
tough
hard to
win.
do.
Yeah. Eagles, they got to stop putting the Eagles in prime time. Every game's a snoozer every
Dude,
time
it's
they
so
put them there.
awful.
It's-
Get the Rams in there. You want like a good shootout game? Get the Rams in there.
Yeah, well, yeah, Seahawks Rams would have been a good Sunday nighter, but like
Yeah.
the Eagles thing is like they're almost like the Steelers, just a way better version of the Steelers. Like their defense is so good, and then their offense just kind of like plays safe because they know their defense is good enough to win them the game. And they don't play the most entertaining brand of football, but they win.
They win.
At the end of the day, they win. So what works, right?
Yeah.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Josh Allen, 6 touchdowns. Had a very good week. The Bills needed that. They need it tomorrow night too. They got to prove they're consistent and beat.
Does that make him MVP?
No, I think it's still Taylor, May, and Stafford are all ahead of him.
Even after 6 touchdown passes, or
Yep.
like 6 touchdowns in general? Sorry.
Yeah, you got to value what people have done over the course of the season,
Mhm.
overvaluing
One game.
So I still think,
Fantasy MVP though for sure.
yeah, Abiram was pretty hyped up that Josh Allen dropped like 40-something points, which rightfully so, I guess.
It's this rushing upside that makes him such a good fantasy quarterback.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's get into some game picks for this week. I already mentioned.
Where are the records, Bryson?
I don't know. You tell me. I created the YouTube. I'm putting the records on this on you now.
Yo. Okay. All right. I'll get to it then. I'll get to it.
Yeah, good luck. Watch
That's a
back
lot of
7
weeks.
hours. Yep, it is. Bills, Texans. That's a game Buffalo has to win, and I think they will win.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got to start proving they're consistent. You can't lose to Miami and then look great the next week, and then they'll win.
Yeah.
I think it's a game they have to win.
Yeah. This
Davis Mills has played pretty well. I mean, the Texans are back to 500 now, but
they barely play good though. Like they don't
they
have
beat the
good-
Titans by 3 on a game-ending field goal. I think,
Yeah,
so.
like they don't play well. I don't really want to watch the next game that's on the docket here, though. I don't really. I have
Hey man,
bad
how the
feeling.
Colts are playing and how the Chiefs are playing, it should be at least close.
No, and this guy kind of reminds me of Pat Mahomes in a way. You know, like he's gonna just come out there on the field and he's just gonna go nuts. And
The Chiefs are more desperate for this win than the Colts are.
and it's an Arrowhead.
Yeah, that was my thing. Is it's an Arrowhead?
Taylor Swift is most definitely in attendance.
Yeah,
We're cooked.
likely.
We're cooked. Chiefs win that game.
I don't know. The Colts have been the better team this year. It's not crazy to say, but I think the Chiefs. It's
a
still the
must-win game.
Chiefs. It's tough to look past that. Like just saying, it's the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs will win a close one.
Yeah.
But I will say it's Indianapolis' chance to prove they're legit. If you beat Kansas City on the road, I know Kansas City's not been Kansas City this year, but that's a great win.
If we
So,
beat them, you're planning the parade. That's all I'm saying.
I wouldn't go that far, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. Like if you can win that game in Arrowhead, that's a really good sign of progress.
If the Colts somehow win a playoff game, I will buy a Jonathan Taylor jersey.
Rightfully so. Seahawks Titans in Tennessee. I mean, that's like one of the biggest spreads in the week. I think it was 13.5 when I looked.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go Hawks for sure, right?
Yeah, that one's not really a debate.
Yeah.
Divisional NFC North game. We got Minnesota going into Green Bay.
The Pack.
I think Minnesota's season is kind of dead. Can't lose to the Bears at home.
Yeah.
J.J. McCarthy. Oh man, that he does not look good.
No.
I think when I looked at one point, he was 10 of 24 for 70 yards and 2 picks. I mean, that's like Shedeur. That's like Shedeur territory.
Yeesh.
Yeah, that's not great. So yeah, we're both going Packers in that one, I think, at home. I don't know. Green Bay's weird. They're still winning games, but they haven't looked like I think a lot of teams thought they're going to be some dominant super team. Hasn't looked that way.
Micah's still hurt.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs, I think, might be out this week, or game time decision at the very least. So that'll be interesting.
Pretty sure I face him.
I do. Yeah, that's always a good sign if that's the case. Another 13.5-point spread. We got the Ravens at home against the Jets.
You know what? Hear me out on this
I'm not
one.
hearing you out.
Hear me out on this
If you
one.
want to take a loss on your record, then sure, take the Jets.
I'm going with the Ravens.
Yeah. I mean, come on. The Jets are benching Justin Fields, and they're starting Tyrod Taylor this week. I mean, the Jets can't figure out their quarterback. You just paid Justin Fields $20 million over 2 years, and now you're benching him. So he's clearly not the solution.
There's no solution in New York.
No, I always say New York is a place you want to go if you just want to kill your career, because like coach-wise, quarterback-wise, like Sam Darnold went there. Like I can just off the top of my head, Sam Darnold, Geno Smith both revitalized their career somewhere else. Aaron Glenn is now coaching there. I think he's a good coordinator and a good coach, but just
not a good head coach.
New York is just not the place to go.
No,
it's a place to go where you want to go, where you kill your career. I've always said it. In football, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not a great game either. Lions are at home against the Giants.
If the Giants were healthy, I would take the Giants.
Still a weird take, but okay.
But, well, they look pretty good when they're healthy.
They're still like 2-4 or whatever it was. 3-5, but nothing spectacular. But
I'm still saying Lions. Oh yeah. This next one, you're gonna really appreciate my take.
I don't know. We'll just get to it then. Steelers Bears.
Steels for sure. Steel City's gonna pull that one out.
We're 1-12 all time in Chicago. Does that change your pick on it?
Nope. We're going. You guys are going. What was the record again?
1-12.
2-12 coming up.
2-12, baby. I'll go Chicago. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is gonna play this week. He's kind of a game.
Who's your
decision.
backup?
Mason Rudolph.
2-12.
The GOAT. He actually played pretty good when he came in the game. So I mean.
Isn't he Canadian? Mason
No,
Rudolph?
he's not.
I thought he was. He's American.
No.
You guys should get.
I'll go Bears in a close one. This will be a close game either way. I think it'll be a 3-point swing, whether we win or the Bears win. I see it being within that 3-point swing.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Bengals Pats in Cincinnati.
Yeah, this one's. I don't know if New England finds a way to lose this game, then they're my frauds for sure.
Yeah, I'm very excited to start Drake May this week against that porous Bengals defense. I think he could have a big week. This is a big game for Drake May. Actually, he could kind of up his MVP status because the Bengals defense is
atrocious.
They're giving up 33 points a game. 33.
Yeah,
that's like unheard of in today's NFL. I mean, they somehow got worse from last year. Like, how does that happen?
They're gonna draft some defense for sure.
I feel like I say that every week or every year, sorry.
And then they don't.
They don't. I mean, they have great talent on the offensive side of the ball, but you don't need any more on the offensive side of the ball. It's all defense. All draft defense, yeah. And what should be the game of the week? The Cleveland Browns head into Vegas to take on the Raiders.
All right. If Shedeur is starting, the Raiders win.
Yeah, I think he will be.
Then the Raiders win.
I mean, I can't take the Raiders with any sort of confidence, but I also can't take the Browns with any sort of confidence. The Raiders got to win a game at some point. They're at home.
I think this is for your suicide pool. That's the team you take.
What?
I think you take the Raiders.
Are you crazy?
It's
Despite there being the Seahawks, Titans, and Lions, Giants.
Save those teams, man. That's an easy.
You can't
pick.
save teams because if you take a team and they lose, you're like, what was I doing? So, great advice, but won't be listening respectfully. So thank you for that. I don't even know why we're talking about this game so much. Sure, Raiders. Jags, Cardinals in Arizona.
Cards.
I can see it, but Jags played really well last week against the Chargers. Really well, 35-6. I think the final was.
All I'm saying is Wilson is staying in my lineup.
What were the Colts? 8-2. So if Jackson were to win this week and he drops one with the Chiefs, you guys only have a 1-game division lead, which things could get a little bit dicey.
That's what I'm saying.
So we'll see.
Big
I think
cards.
It's still the Colts division to lose, but you got to cheer for the Cardinals in this game.
Yeah.
I say Jags win though, coming off a really good performance.
Yeah.
Philadelphia and Dallas, NFC East rivalry.
Eagles.
I'm gonna go Cowboys. I'm gonna go with the upset pick here. I know you were. This is weird because you were hyping them up, and I was saying they're not making the playoffs. Then you pick Eagles, I pick Cowboys.
Yeah, but this is one game that I think they're going to drop.
I think Cowboys can win it at home with how Philly's offense has been playing.
Yeah.
Dallas offense has looked really good. I think they can pull it out.
That's fair.
I'll go Cowboys in a tight one. Falcons Saints, another game of the year candidate in New Orleans.
Falcons.
I'm gonna go New Orleans.
You're just doing that to offset me, though, aren't you?
Maybe. I think Michael Penix might be. I think he's out for the season. Drake London's out this week, so that's why I'm gonna go New Orleans at home.
You don't believe in Kirk?
No. I think he's beyond. He should be seeing father time soon.
He's washed.
Yeah. Sunday night is pretty good. Tampa Bay. Maybe here's the shootout you wanted.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay, Los Angeles.
I think this is a
Rams.
big win, like a must-win game for the Bucks, and
Yeah,
the
they do.
Rams kind of feel like they're kind of, I don't know, like they're winning games, but they don't feel like they're putting in as much effort as they were. And like I know it's like you know what I mean. Like they're kind of get into cruise control, and I think the Bucks being the more desperate team here, they're gonna win.
Yeah. The Bucks need it way more than the Rams do.
Yeah.
I mean, with that being said, though, Rams are still in the tight. Both teams need it. I think it'll be a close one. I'll
Yeah.
go Rams. And then Carolina, San Francisco to close out the weekend. San Fran. Purdy back.
San Francisco for sure, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't.
Carolina's like been
They're-
weird. They've won some games more than people thought. So good
Yeah.
for Carolina, but I agree with you. 49ers will probably win that game.
Yeah.
They're in that division. They've already beat the Rams and they've already beat the Seahawks. They have a decent division record.
Yeah.
So we'll see how games go this week, right?
Yeah, I will totally get those records for the 7 hours of footage I will be watching.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely go back and rewatch every single minute of it. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Again, baseball segments are going to be a little bit shorter, kind of just going into the offseason with free agency and stuff like that, but we'll still get around to it and see what we can talk about. I mean, if things start getting dry and repetitive, we'll even shorten it even more. But quick break before that. Once again, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and subscribe on YouTube at Pucks Pitches Pigskins Pod and Riot Radio at DCSA Media Hub. And we will take a quick break and be back to talk some baseball free agency. All right, welcome back to Pucks, Pitches, and Pigskins. Bryson and Drake Varley. We'll talk a little bit of free agency. We'll try and switch it up week to week because you can only talk about the same free agents, for so long each week. Let's just start. The one signing, Josh Naylor, re-upped in Seattle, 5 years, like $90 million.
I think we all kind of seen that coming.
It felt like a good match. He played really well in the postseason. He's an exciting player. Like he's a guy like you want on your team, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of like Vlad brings a lot of energy to the Jays. He kind of brought that to Seattle.
He's always been an energetic guy.
I think he's fun to watch. He's Canadian. He's easy to root for. So good for Seattle re-upping him. I mean, did you see Pittsburgh was willing to shell out money? Apparently they offered him like a 5-year, $80 million deal, which for Pittsburgh,
That's a lot of money.
yeah, that's the biggest free agent contract they've ever handed out. Is $40 million. Francisco Liriano, Jays legend. I don't know if you remember him.
I do. He was on a really bad 2017 team.
Yep.
Part of the Teo trade, by the way. That's what we got back from him when we traded him.
Yes, I do remember that.
So
honestly, maybe we'll just go through like the best free agent in each position quickly. JT Realmuto is the best catcher on the market.
really,
Do you have a destination you think that
he
could work for him?
re-ups in Philly.
I kind of agree with you there. I've been seeing like Pittsburgh could maybe make a run at Realmuto. Apparently, Pittsburgh is going to spend. Apparently. Which I would love because like I'm a big Pittsburgh guy.
Could we just re-sign Skeens then? Like, just give that guy a long-term deal?
Yeah, if you're going to start spending money, then you have to re-up the best pitcher, one of the best pitchers statistically in the league. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I'll agree with you. Realmuto probably re-ups in Philly. Pete Alonso, this is an interesting one. I don't think he's going back to the Mets.
No, but I think he's going to Boston.
You stole my pick. I agree with you there. I think Boston feels like a spot for him.
Yeah, they need
hitting bombs over the Green Monster.
Exactly. They need a slugger, and all that guy does is pull the ball.
I think Boston will likely re-sign Bregman, and I think they'll sign Alonso, and those will be their two splashes if I were to have a take on that one. Any other? Oh, look at this one.
Rowdy Tellez.
-4 WAR last year.
He's going to Toronto. T-Dot.
Legend. I mean, if you need a backup first baseman for Vlad, maybe you get a cheap guy like Rowdy. Who knows? I don't want him.
I signed him on a minor league deal.
I agree. Second base, there's not really much. Willie Castro's switch hitter. He's okay. MLB The Show legend.
MLB The Show legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call-up games, I was usually choosing that 99 Willie Castro, but
I think the better option to look at, I know Castro's the top on in terms of MLB, but Jorge Polanco, who had a really good postseason, I think he's going to, and this is a weird take, but I think he's going to go to Cincinnati. I could see them kind of
shortstop. So you have him playing second then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see them spending some money and trying to get that lineup going.
I could see it, but Polanco, has he spent his whole career in Seattle? If not most of all
Arizona
of it?
too.
Yeah. So I think he's just a guy that they'll keep just because he's been there for so long. Realistically, they should have made the World Series if not for their kind of collapse in Game 7. It was like bad karma. They had their collapse and we had ours, but I think he'll just re-up. I think Seattle will kind of run that whole thing back.
Yeah.
I don't think they're losing much from that team, to be honest. Shortstops is the obvious one. What's Bo doing? How do you feel?
He's re-upping in Toronto.
I like that, but okay, I'm just gonna skip right to Kyle Tucker. Jeff Passan came out and said that as executives and other MLB teams view the Jays as pretty heavy favorites for Kyle Tucker.
Okay, hear me out though.
Kyle Tucker, I love Bo Bichette. I think he's an awesome hitter. Kyle Tucker is an overall upgrade to your lineup. Where
does Kyle Tucker fit in the outfield?
He would play right, and Santander would have to play full-time in left, and
you like that?
Would play center. If it means Kyle Tucker's in your lineup, then yes, I do.
Because personally,
Springer, you need to get whatever you can out of him in the last year. If you get half to 3/4 of what you got out of him at DH, just keep him there. Don't even play him in the outfield.
Then you say Bo walks? I can't see Bo Bichette in another uniform.
I can't either, but apparently the Red Sox have made calls on him. They're heavily interested.
If they get Bo, then Bregman's gone, right? Isn't Bregman?
You would think so.
Because they're going to put Bo at 2.
If somehow they got Kyle Tucker and re-signed Bo Bichette, I don't care what else they did for the rest of the offseason.
That would be it.
That'd be, top 3 lineup in baseball?
Yeah.
They already had a really good lineup. I mean, that would make it.
I think we are going to trade Andres Jimenez.
No, we're not. He's our shortstop.
I think Dog can play short, man.
No, he's going to play third. They traded for Andres for a reason. They're going to play him at short. They get more value out of him, more wins above replacement when he's there.
Sure. I agree.
Left field. Let's just look at outfielders generally. Here's my take. So Cody Bellinger is probably going back to New York. However,
no.
I think he is.
Really?
If we don't get Kyle Tucker, I think we might sign Bellinger. I guarantee you this much. This is my take. We're either signing Belly or Tucker or re-signing Bo Bichette. One of those 3 will happen. I guarantee it.
Wow.
What do you think's most likely? Re-signing Bo? Out of
Yeah.
those 3 options?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Bo, Tucker's what, 30? 29?
28.
20. Oh, same age
He's-
as Bo?
I believe so, right?
Okay,
around
then that changes things. Because then I think then if you're going to go get Kyle Tucker for a long-term bat, and like, let's be honest, the Jays don't have a lot of good lefty bats.
there. Varsho, when he's good, Barger I have a lot of hope for. I want to see what he can do over the course of a full season after he had his breakout year. Other than that, not a ton.
I want both. I want
I
the
know.
team to spend money.
I do too, and I think they will. I think they're going to spend money.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying maybe 2 of the 3 between. I mean, obviously it wouldn't be Tucker and Bellinger.
Yeah.
But maybe Tucker/Bellinger re-sign Bo.
Another thing you got to look at
Pen to the
is, can
paper.
Tucker play center?
No, he's pretty much exclusively
Corner.
played right field
Yeah.
since 2020. That's all he's played.
Because Varsho's a free agent after this year.
Yeah, he wouldn't be our center fielder. I don't know. They would either re-up Varsho or have to get someone else.
Yeah.
Kyle Schwarber is just not a fit. We don't have space for him
No.
here with Springer DHing and that. Kyle Schwarber. Apparently Pittsburgh's heavy on Schwarber too.
Pittsburgh's heavy on everybody, apparently.
It's so weird to see because they never spent.
To be fair, it is a pretty short right field bleachers in PNC.
That's why I was thinking Schwarber to the Red Sox made some sense too, because that's
Pesky pole.
pesky pole.
But he's already played there.
Yeah, he has. I don't know. I think he probably just ends up back in Philly. Apparently Philly's like really trying to keep him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's ultimately what I think. All right, starting pitchers. Who do you want from Dylan Cease, Framber Valdez, and Ranger Suarez?
Cease goes back to San Diego.
Okay.
Um,
I want a lefty, so I want probably Framber Valdez.
Dude, I told you last time, he is a locker room cancer.
He is, but I don't care. I think the Jays can fix it. Their locker room was so closely knit. I think a new team, just new sense of energy. I think they can fix it.
I think Valdez is going to go to the Rangers, Texas.
Yeah. That could be a spot for him. I think we will sign either Valdez or Ranger Suarez. So.
Yeah.
And then
I would
quickly,
prefer Suarez.
one reliever I want, Edwin Diaz. I'd do anything.
We are in on him,
we
I heard.
We need a closer.
I heard we were really in on him.
Yeah, I heard that as well. I think we need a closer. Jeff Hoffman, I think, should be the setup guy. Move him to the 8th or the 7th. That way he's not the guy.
Well, he was a
closing
setup
this
guy on Philly, right? Like,
year.
he wasn't their
He
closer.
wasn't the closer. This
So.
was his first time full-time closing. So I think priority, re-sign Bo, add to the bullpen, and then get another outfielder, whether it be Belly or Tucker. Maybe you find something else. But
Yeah.
those are my priorities. All right, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Once again, thanks again for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Pucks Pitches Pigskins Pod, and sub to our YouTube, same handle, and follow the Media Hub at DCSA Media Hub. And we will see you again next week. Thank you again for tuning in.